First of all, thank you very much for coming today. This event is, as you know, is very important for our community. HAYA is being based in Hayes and Hillingdon for the past 12 years, and it's been doing different projects for the community, especially helping the young people, employment issues, and also education, housing. It's been doing a fantastic job, and the reason HAYA started was there was a lot of needs in the community, especially the crime, and there was a lot of issues really. HAYA has been doing a fantastic really activities. It's been working with different partners, the police, the council, local communities, local refugee communities, local agencies such as the housing and hostels. And I cannot really, if I go on all night, I can talk about HAYA and what they've done. HAYA has got a fantastic team who's been really volunteers, who's been helping the organizations a lot. And as you know, some of you are aware, for the past 3 years we've been doing an education project, which is really been successful. We work with 3 schools. We work with Rosedale College. We also work with Chavel Primary School. For the past 2 years, including this year, 2 years, we've been working with Banhill Community School, which is been very successful. And I will leave that to my colleague to talk about it. And the reason we hear this today, this event, is to really to put across the awareness, the project we've been doing, and also there is still needs in the community, and just to increase the awareness of how many young people still need help. We were expecting more parents to come, but as you know, parents are always laid back. So, I'm going to leave you into that. So, thank you very much.
aad iyo aad baad u mahadsantihiin fadlan shukran aad baad u mahadsantihiin saad nagu timaadeen maanta halkan waxaan isugu nimid shir maad aragteen tacliinta marka waxaan aad iyo aad idinku mahadnaqayaa inta timid macallimiinta kulli noogu yimid meeshan maanta meetingkayaga caawa marka aad iyo aad baad u mahadsantihiin marka alxamdulillah rabbil alamin imkan waxaan ugu soo dhaweynayaa insha Allah the mayor, former mayor, Miss Mary.
Well, a very good evening, everybody. The mayor wasn't able to come tonight, so I'm sorry you got second best. But that's too kind. I do actually live in Hayes, and I said, had it been a very nice evening, I could have walked across the fields. But it wasn't a very nice evening, so I chose to come in my car. Now, my apologies before I do anything, because when I was asked if I could come, I was already doing something this evening. But I felt that your project was so important that I just wanted to come and greet you all on behalf of the mayor and the mayor's office. No. Now, I come from Ireland, I don't come from England, so I have a little sense of how you all feel in a different land. I do, because when I came to this country, I was 18 years old. I came to do my training at Hillingdon Hospital. I came from Cork City. Everybody in Cork City knew my father and knew my family. I never misbehaved. I couldn't, because everybody knew I was because everybody knew I was my father's daughter, so I had to always behave, okay? So I understand what family and culture means, because it is so important. I was very lucky when I got to Hillingdon Hospital to do my training. There were lots of Irish girls there as well. So at least I was able to build a community within a community. But still today, after 51 years, I say I'm going home. This is where I live. I am going home if I go to Ireland. That's my sense of community and my sense of what I am. Now, education is very, very important. When I came here, I'd grown up in Ireland, where it wasn't the done thing for girls to be educated. People used to say to my father, as if I didn't have a voice, Sylvester, why is she still going to school? She's only going to get married. Now, my father was very far-seeing, and he said, so who's going to educate her children? And that's the important. My message to mums and dads here is we have our children, and the two things we can do for them is to love them and to educate them, because the educating them is so important, because if we can love them and educate them, we make them happy, healthy and communicative people. And it doesn't matter how you learn, and it doesn't matter if you have a degree, but it does matter that you can communicate within your community. It matters that you communicate within your schools. To all of you children who are sitting there who think you're going to get away with it, education is very important. Education, and nobody can educate you except yourselves. There are people there to facilitate your education, but the only person who can actually achieve, if you want to achieve, is you yourself.
Well, good evening everybody. I'm Mrs Gabriel. I'm a behavioural and learning mentor at Barnhill Community High.
I'm Mrs Dixon. I'm the Pastoral Support Officer for years 9 and 10 at Barnhill.
We're really honoured to be here. We've had a privilege really to be working before even we met HAYA with the wonderful Sophia Mohammed, who I really want to acknowledge, who helped and culturalised us anyway. But then we were very blessed to have HAYA come and work with us. The amazing Rashid, with Molid and Asli and Kadra, and my wonderful Safia, head lady. That's boss lady for me. And I have to say the contribution that HAYA have brought to Barnhill is valuable. It's priceless. I have learned about the Somalian culture. I have learned that when the young people say this is part of my culture, and then I check with my boss lady, and Monsieur Molid, it's not actually the case. So we have learnt your culture, you have learnt how we can work together, and the best thing is to work for the young people so that their behaviour can improve, so they can be an asset in their community, and they can go ahead to be amazing young people. And I just want to say that the work that you're doing with us, we need you and we need each other. Miss Dixon's shy.
In my role, I just want to say that the work that I do with HAYA and with Sophia in bringing the parents closer with us and bringing the parents to realise that we are here, we're all working together, we are all working for your children. HAYA have stepped in when we have had problems, when we've had issues, when we haven't been sure. We can always call on HAYA to help and support us in supporting your children, in supporting you in issues, to help us work through it together. I feel the last 12 months, as Miss Gabriel said, we have been truly blessed to work with such a wonderful community, and I would hate this to end. We need to carry on, we need to keep growing, we need to keep building, we need to keep encouraging people to join, we need to see more people at the next meetings, to get our children out there, to get your children achieving what they deserve, for your children to get out and have the jobs that they deserve and have the life that they deserve. But thank you so much, all of you, for what you've done for us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Dixon and Ms. Gabriel. Thank you. The next person I'm going to introduce you is our fantastic personal, he's a social worker, and he's dedicated to his work. He is a mentor. He is one and only Maulid Idan.
Alaikum Damatin. I would say things in English, and as soon as I finish I will also say it in Somali, so we all are in the same boat. For me, as Katra said, my name is Maulid Ahmed Idan. I'm grown up not in Africa but in part of Europe, Northern Europe, Denmark, where I spent most of my childhood and where I finished my university as well. I came here about 10 years ago and did more or less the same job as I always did in Denmark. I'm a qualified social worker, and I work most of my social work career in England in so many different boroughs, where the main job was my special area is children and families. And the last 8 years I did living care and children with disabilities team in London Borough of Lambeth. Then I took a break to see if there is a fortune in other part of the world. Then I went into a business, entertainment, which I did for a while. And then I met some Somali people who really needed help. And some of them told me that they got help from an organization called HAYA. And that was the reason I met Rashid. Instead of me creating an organization to help Somalians, I said there is an established organization which is dedicated to support the community, which they really do in many different ways and aspects. When I met Rashid told me that there was 2 projects going on. One was the one we're doing now, and I am really very happy and feel fortunate working with Pan Hill High School, especially with Ms. Dixon and Ms. Gabriel. Sophia is there, and with my team, Katra, Sophia, and Asli.
Very much. I would like to introduce you Omar Hussein, and he's from British Foundation Somali. British Somali Foundation, yeah, thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. So I'm just, my name is Umar. I lived in Hayes, UB4 0EJ for the last 3 years. And before that I used to live in a place which is covered by the media today, Woolwich. And first we really condemn about what happened. And I stayed there for almost 6 years. So I came here. Firstly, the reason why I came here, my son is 3 years old. And as a father, I just heard that today through Mr. Abdul Rashid, and I'm really excited to be invited here, and thank you to have this honor. The other thing is...
the next guest speaker will be Ms. Lynn, the councillor of Hayes Town. Thank you, Ms. Lynn.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for inviting me along. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I hate these things. I became a councillor in 1994. I became a councillor in 1994, and I tell you, because I was a woman, and I was so fed up with how men were treating us. Our roads weren't cleaned. A man would say, oh, well, that's, what's the big problem? Got better things to do in the council. Sorry, wasn't having it. So I became a councillor. I argued for improvements. I got the roads swept, probably my road swept for the very first time in about 5 years. And then I started my long journey. I got involved with every single group who was willing to meet. We started petitions. We went before the council, and we got improvements. It took us near enough 11 years to get the cat houses closed, and I put motions to council, asking the council to appeal to government to stop them, because I've seen the damage the cat houses cause. And I know the women, and I wish there was more men here tonight. I know it's not the women who are chewing the cat, it's the men that are chewing it, and that's money taken out of the family. And I've seen the damage it's done to children in those families. I've seen children wandering around. I've seen them getting into trouble. I've seen the children want the same shoes as their friends have got. So of course they go out and get them by other means. And that is right across the section, not just the cat. That's parents who are taking drugs as well. So I've watched what's gone on, and I've appealed to council and government to get their act together. I think the cuts they're making at the moment are divisive, because if you take money from the family, you're taking money from the shops, you're taking money from the manufacturer, and therefore the economy's never going to get any better. You know, you've got to me, when times are bad, you have to put money in to push the economy, but I'm not a major politician. Now, I came along here tonight because I didn't want you to talk about me. I want to find out about you, what you want me to do as a councillor. If I'm not your councillor, tell me what your problem is and I'll pass it on to your councillor.
Welcome. My name is Safiya Ahmed. I work with the parents. My background was teaching in Somalia. Before war torn, I was basically, and when I arrived this country, I started working as a scientist. For many years, I've been working in a laboratory science, developing how to cure the disease, inflammation, to protect that. What is inflammation? Like flu, symptoms like arthritis, all that. I'm very familiar. So what I'm talking to say, one word today for the parents is, the word is, you are the doctor, mothers, fathers, parents are the doctors who they going to cure their children.
That's true.
If the doctor knows the illness, and you know when your child is changing the behavior, the attainment, starting laziness, because of the growing children changing their body biologically, you can feel your child, who is his friend, is how he's changing. When you know that, you have to talk to your child, son or daughter.
Most of the parents know me. I'm Miss Mohammed. I'm one of the assistant teachers in Barnhill, nearly 7 years. I thank to HAYA that the job that I used to do the community by my own, today they work with me and they're doing good. Really, the work that they have done in Barnhill, especially youngsters from year 10 to year 7, is amazing. And I think Somali mothers and fathers, you can say and you can touch the work that they have done in Barnhill. Thank you very much.
One time, never come back.
Hello, my name is Yasmin Muse, and like during year 7, 8 and 9, I used to be troublesome and I didn't want to do my work, and like I was slacking. I was bright, but I was slacking. Like I used to get in trouble a lot. I used to get sent out of class. But then in year 10, like you realize that your exams are soon, and if you fail them, like you'll never get a chance to retake them. So like I was in one situation where I got in trouble a lot, and then I worked with Molid, and he gave me some advice, and he goes that if I muck up, like I would never see these people that I fight with and argue with ever again, but my grades will always stay with me. So like it gave me hope and courage. Like it said that, and my mum always tells me, like if you do well in school, you always do well in your life. And then
Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah, si fiican bay u dadaashay. Yasmin, an achievement award baan siinayna. Miss Lynn, welcome please. We're awarding her. Well done. Yeah.
Yes, Yasmin Musa. I'll get this right one day. You've been awarded the Jack Peachy Achievement Award, and well done.
My name is Mohammed. I study at Barnhill Community High School, and I met Miss one day when she came to me because I'd done something not good, and then she told me, she gave me some advice. So from that day on, I didn't return to what I'd done.
So on.
Come on, stick together.
I'm just going to make him blush. He's got beautiful eyes.
Okay.
Right, now let's make sure I say Mohammed, and this is an award from the Jack Peachy Achievement Award.
I'm Safi Farah, and I was a community worker for the past, say, 10 or more years. I'm really pleased to be here to see so many of you who want to really make a change to our children, our families. I'm new to this area. I moved from Hammersmith and Fulham, where my children goes to school in Hammersmith and Fulham.
I would like to call is Habiba and Mariam. They are qualified teachers, and they work.
Assalamu alaikum. I believe, alhamdulillah, for the cause that brought us all here today, which I believe is a very, very important cause, and it's here to better our children's future. And inshallah, with all the help, with the governors, with the parents, with the school, I believe we can achieve this, inshallah. Now, there's a lot of work to be done, but I believe we're almost halfway there. And alhamdulillah for this opportunity and for inviting us here today. Now, having worked at one of the roles that I do in school, other than teaching some of the students, is to work with the parents and to invite them to do some workshops. And one of the problems that I face is many of the parents, even though we invite them, they do not come and take part. And I believe that's one of the major problems that we have with our children.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hi. Hello everyone. I'm not good at speaking in front of people, especially not in front of a camera. I'm kind of embarrassed now. But thank you for coming. My name is Asli. I work with Qatra Mawlid, Safia, and Mrs. Mohammed with Rashid. Mawlid, I already said, with HAYA, but we work with the children, parents. عيالكان لا شقينا mentoring بان سمينا so already مولد وسو يري everything ولا دمي ما شاء الله والدين تسا عيالكود ولو دقمي لهاين and everything ولا سو دمي إن شاء الله working together والدين تي والله لا شقينا school ومهم.
Well down to me. Thank you very much for coming. My name is Khadra. I'm the last person to introduce myself. Actually, I forgot myself. My name is Khadra and I work with HAYA. I'm a qualified child care practitioner. I work in a nursery, but at the moment I'm just helping Maulid and team HAYA, Safia, with mentor in Ban Hill community. And I've learned a lot from this team, from this community, HAYA community, and I thank you, HAYA, for giving me the opportunity to learn the behavior of all the children, because I've learned so much from 0 to 5 years. The children, I've been working for the nursery for the last 10 years. I've been working with the little ones, but I've really enjoyed working with teenagers.
Khadra, when you say thank you very much, it's like you're going. You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay with HAYA for many years to come. And the reason why I come back to the mic is to say that we have, from HAYA side, from our community side, and on behalf of every one of us here, that we all believe that we have the best volunteer, the best person I ever worked with, who really, from her heart, gave as much time as you could to our community, to our children, and which I believe is the best asset HAYA have forever. That's Khadra Diria. She just left me, yeah. Her name is Khadra. Please give her the award, yeah.
Hi, I'm sure I speak on behalf of everybody in the HAYA community. This is an award well deserved.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Lalo. Thank you. This is Alice doing.
Take your time, no rush.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
waxaan aniga warshidaadana runtii maanta xafladani waxay xaflad aad iyo aad u muhiim ah oo wada Soomaaliyeed especially dadka London degan ama qurba joogay ay aad u anfacayso waxaana ku saabsanayd runtii education-ka ama waxbarashada kaasoo aad iyo aad u muhiim ah oo waxaad moodaa in in aad iyo aad baryahan aad hoos u dhacday dadka ciyaalka wax baranaya ee iskuullada ku jira iyo waalidkii aan ka warhaynin marka anagu haya haddaan nahay haya group ama community-ga ku yaala xaafadda Hays waxaan aad iyo aad runtii ugu taxalluujinaynaa aan aad ugu doonaa inay waalidku la shaqeeyaan iskuullada inay carruurtooda eegaan barashadooda annagoo in badan la shaqeynayna iskuullada xaafadda West London taasoo aanu iskuullada xiriir ka dhexeeya waalidka iyo xiriir ka dhexeeya iskuullada aan aad u dadaalaynay si aan u xoojin lahayn iyo weliba carruurta waxbarashadooda iyo weliba kuwa iskuulka laga saarayo kuwaasoo ah inay hadday xun sameeyaan iyo hadday iskuulka ima waayaan in laga saaro carruurtii taasoon weliba waalidku warhaynin marka annagu saan aad iyo aad u xoojinno waalidku ogaan lahaa iskuullada uga shaqayn lahaayeen waayo waxaa jirta iminka waalid badan oo waddanka markay yimaadaan mooda sidii iskuullada sidii Afrika oo kale mooda oo waxay sameeyaan iskuullada inta carruurta geeyaan baan kuma noqonba warqadaha loo diraa telefoon baa loo diraa kama jawaabaan hadhowto ciyaalkii markii la soo eriyey iskuulkii ma garanayaan wax lagu soo eriyey waayo waxa odhanayaa ciyaalku waxa odhanayaan ama ardaydu waxa odhanayaan markii qofkii la soo eriyo iskuulkaa xun macallinkaa xun waa la raysiis waa cadda waxa lagu yiri madow weeyaan distis marka waxa weeyaan haya in badan bay la soo shaqaynaysaa runtii waxaan aad iyo aad halkan ugu boohinayaa waalidka inay aad u dadaalaan ciyaalka iyo iskuullada sidii xoojin waxbarashada especially waxaa jira arday badan oo jaamacadaha markay galaan ka dhaca jaamacaddii maxaa keenaya waxaa keenaya foundationka ama waalidkii oo aan ku soo dadaalin markii uu iskuulka dhiganayay runtii ku soo dadaalin marka ardaygii ama qofkii yaraa haddii aan markii uu yar yahay la caawin iyo markii iskuulkii hoose ku jiro tuushinkii ama waxyaalo badan la eego jaamacad ma gaadhayo runtii waxyaalo badan baan arkay iminka dhallinyaradu ay runtii aad ugu lexleexdaan oo waqti lumisa waxyaalaha iminka sport science-ka ay qaataan ama sport ku saabsan waxyaalo adigu koorsi badan baa jira marka waxaan anigoo aan runtii aad iyo aad in loo dadaalo inay waalidku dadaalaan qofkii runtii u baahan caawimo ama doonaya xagga iskuullada ama dhibaato ka haysato inay noo yimaadaan haya u yimaadaan Hays ku yaala waxaan aad iyo aad u farayaa waalidka Hays degan ama London degan inay la xidhiidhaan iskuulladooda inay miitinada tagaan in anaga nala soo xidha haddii caawimo u baahdaan inay ka warhayaan ciyaalkooda waxay dhiganayaan jaamacad level ha noqoto college ha noqoto aad iyo aad baan ugu mahadnaqayaa aadan oo caawa halkan kamarada noo hayay xafladda qiimaha badan ay nala joogeen maayarkii ama duqa xaafadda waxaa nala joogay golaha deegaanka laba qof oo ka socday waxaa nala joogay iskuullada macallimiintii iyo heer tiijaradii waxaa nala joogay halkan waalid badan arday badan iyo macallimiin badan oo Soomaaliya oo runtii doonaya inay muujiyaan aragtidooda iyo inay muujiyaan ra'yigooda iyo sidii loo xoojin lahaa aad iyo aad baad u mahadsantahay aadan aad baad dhammaantiin u mahadsantihiin assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullahi wabarakatuh